A cup of coffee in the morning means life. That's what it means to me. Well, good morning, and it's about, let's see, almost 11 o'clock actually in the morning here in southern Maryland. My loyal puppy, my loyal dog I should say, Fluffy, is over here watching what I'm doing. I'll give you a shot of her there. There she is. You can see that. And she's been listening very intently to everything that I have to say, just in case there might be some food on the end of it. Well, I am in a pretty good mood today. It's a very nice day for me. I've got a couple of days off here. I have to go to the store and see what my work schedule is to see if I have to rearrange that. And that gives me puts me in a very good position that I can rearrange my work schedule to cover any problems that I might have. I also got an email today with a list of dates for speaking commitments dealing with one of my favorite subjects, the Civil War and Reconstruction era, roundtable discussions and so forth. And I'm to get back with this individual and let him know what dates I'll be available. So I'm kind of looking forward to that, kind of excited about it. My wife was trying to give me another large Christmas present this year, a trip to Russia, which I'm glad she didn't give it to me because I really can't give her a gift that she would accept happily because I always get it wrong. And for me, anything that you give me is fine, but usually when you give me this big expensive thing, I'm really cheerful about it, and I'm just like a little kid in a candy store. And that doesn't look right. But, you know, I accept it with gratitude. For instance, earlier this year, it was a trip to Hawaii in the last half of January, which was a really beautiful trip. And later on, I went to Hawaii for about a month. That was in August and September, to house sit for a friend of mine. And during that time, I had a camcorder with me, and I took a lot of video, which made it a much more rewarding trip for me. And I've been able to show some of my videos to my wife, who appreciates that very much, so she can understand what it is that I saw and what was there. Now it's about a trip to Russia, but my friends in Russia have to tell me when the right time to go is. Wintertime is not the right time, especially in Vladivostok apparently. And having seen video of Vladivostok in the wintertime, taken by my friends, I guarantee you it is really cold when the ocean freezes. That means it's cold. I guarantee you. I haven't seen that happen around here recently, but it happens off the shoreline of Vladivostok. So I might go to Russia and see some places that I've always wanted to see, like the battlefield at Borodino, like Volgograd, and there's a large museum of armored vehicles, armored fighting vehicles that I've wanted to see. I realize that these are military things, and many of you might not be excited by that stuff, but I am. I always have been. I also want to see Russia and visit its people, because I've always viewed Russia as a great and tragic country, and its people as great and tragic. A people that can survive Hitler and Stalin, the double curse of anybody in the world, is, to me, an example of a great people. They have survived it, and unfortunately their birth rate is declining, and so the population might not grow to past a certain point, which will affect them geopolitically. But, you know, to be able to see the country and get to know its people as best I can without being able to speak the language, to me is a great honor and privilege. And that's just the way I look at it. And, you know, I'll share those impressions whenever I get back from it. We'll have to wait and see what happens with it in any case. You You know, when I do these videos, you can tell I'm not a professional. Some of the people on here, man, they do a really professional job, and they're great speakers, and they really get to the point. Pat Collin, I think his name is, from England, and ZJ, very professional in the way they come across. My style isn't even close to that. But what I try to do is come across with what my opinions are, and the fact that I am internalizing some of these things, things that I've thought of before about the existence of God and the effect of organized religion on politics and society. I have thought about all of these things, and I have come to some conclusions, some recently, some not so recently. And I also would have to say that I agree with Lewis 86 when he talks about he's not for the destruction of anybody's beliefs. I am not either. I think that you're entitled to whatever belief you want to hold on to, if it works for you, as to quote Lewis. If it doesn't work for you and you're holding on to it anyway, there's got to be a very sublime agony to that can't be described. It must be combined with pain and guilt and just the overwhelming sense of inferiority. All kinds of other feelings must be involved with that. I've experienced them myself. That maybe I'm just not measuring up, and I'm not using enough willpower. I don't have enough positive thinking, and so on. So something like Coven's lectures on 7 Habits of Highly Successful People, when he tried to make the lady in the audience see through a pair of glasses that were not prescribed for her. She was unable to see clearly through them, and she could not be made to see clearly through them because it just wasn't possible. Everything looked bleary, it hurt. It was, she suffered an awful lot. She suffered, and that kind of thing. Whereas Coven was trying to get an idea across by doing this, that no matter how much positive thinking and willpower and trying hard you do, you cannot see through someone else's prescription glasses properly. You just can't do it. You have to find your own prescription and your own perspective and your own approach on life. So I say, if wearing a burqa in public works for you, that's fine. I would not, however, be surprised that there might not be some negative reaction to it, and you need to realize that and understand it. Also, I would say that if you wish to be a political junkie, that's fine. Just understand that not everybody is a political junkie, that some of your politics might just be downright empty-headed and foolish. When you come to that discovery, change your politics, change your outlook. That would be the advice I would give anyway, if anybody wants to take advice from me. Believe me, I'm not a qualified advice giver either. So, having said all of this, I've had something to eat. I'm going to drink a cup of coffee here because my caffeine light is showing low. And I'll sign off for the morning and upload this. Have a good day.